Dylan. This is Alan Cockrell with ABC, former hitting coach for the Colorado Rockies and the Seattle Mariners. I'm going to take a look at your video this morning. And Dylan, one of the things I want to point out that's important to all hitters of all ages is that we are in a very balanced athletic stance or setup. And this is just prior to your stance. You're actually starting to get into your load phase. But what I'd like to point out is that we want to try to keep our knees right here. We want to try to keep our knees inside of our feet, okay? And we want to try to feel the weight to the inside part of our knees in here. We want to have the weight where we feel the weight on the inside parts of our feet. So my suggestion from the get-go here would to be, let's try to get maybe just a little bit more wider of a stance, and let's try to get just a little bit more athletic bend in both of our knees so that we're feeling weight in our setup. We're feeling our weight in here, and then also in here, and then in here, and we're just in a little bit more of an athletic position, okay? And we're going to take this into the load-up phase. I'm getting ready to see the baseball. I'm getting ready to start my swing. Okay, when we get to this position, I look for a few things. Again, I'm looking to make sure that I'm inside my feet, okay, which you are. You actually have just a little bit better athletic bend at this point of your swing, okay, which is a lot better. All right. The other thing, and it's a very, very important thing that I look for, is when our foot lands, and I'm sure you've heard this term when you're playing baseball, is you got to get your foot down. Well, when this back heel plants into the ground, okay, this back heel back here plants down into the ground, I want to make sure that I'm no more open than 45 degrees. And you're at 69 degrees. Okay, when we open at 69 degrees with that front foot, that's going to cause us to want to take our swing and come out and around the baseball, okay? So my bat path is going to look more like that, and it just brings us, it's a little bit longer swing because the path of the bat is a little bit longer, okay? So if we can get this stride foot closed up more at a 45-degree angle and then keep that good same athletic bend that you have in your knees, it's just going to shorten up your bat path, okay? Let's just run this forward and let's just take a look at what the bat path, at what happens with the bat path. Okay, the hands have started to drop, which is okay a little bit. We want to try to get this back shoulder, this back elbow, and this back hip in an alignment. Now, Dylan, this is the area where the front foot is going to cause some problems. From this point, we would like for our hands to start working forward in front of our body, okay? And what you're going to see is your hands are going to go out and they're going to go around this ball, so we end up hitting this ball off the end of our bat just a little bit, okay? So we'll go back and we'll look at it again, and your bat path, see how your bat path goes out right there? What I'd like to see from this position is I'd like to see the hands working in front of your body and that bat being more in line with your hands right here. Now, the hands work forward, and then we end up delivering the barrel out here, and we keep that extension going through the ball like this. So let's take a look. We go out and around a little bit, so now we have contact back here, and now the barrel of that bat is starting to go off in that direction. Let's see where it goes. Yeah, and it continues to go there, and then it'll go back up over here. So we want to try to get at this point right here. Okay, let me erase all this, take it forward one more step. We get the connection, back shoulder, back elbow, hip. Now from here, instead of the bat coming around, I'm going to start to pull my hands in front of my body, okay, in front of my body. I'm going to get them past my center of gravity, which is my belly button or my belt buckle. And now what we want to feel is we want to feel like we're throwing the bat through the ball, okay? So when we get to this point, our hands should already start to be out here in front of our body. Now the barrel of the bat will stay through the ball just a little bit longer. Dylan, the drill that I would like for you to do is to drill. When I was a minor league coach, I would put guys on a tee, okay, and I would set the tee at various places on home plate. But the drill that was my favorite was to set it over here on the outside third of the plate, even with my front foot. All right, I'm going to put a ball on that tee just like this. So this ball is sitting on a tee on the outside half or the outside third of home plate. Okay, I would have them get to a good athletic position. All right, and again, we got to keep this foot right here has got to stay at a 45-degree angle or less than a 45-degree angle. Okay, now from here, I would actually have them take their hands and go to contact and actually throw the bat through contact. Release the bat and let go of the bat. We need to be in a confined area in a cage where we do this. And this tee that's outer half or outer third, and if our hands are working in front of our body and I throw the bat and I feel the bat speed and the release of my bat going through the baseball, when I let go of this bat, that bat should fly to the right side of the cage. Okay? If our hands come out and around in this fashion, then when we actually release the bat and throw the bat, we're going to end up throwing it over here at this fence somewhere. Okay, so for this pitch, outer half or outer third of the plate, what we want to feel is we want to feel the release of this bat, the bat path with the hands working in front of the body, and then throwing the barrel, releasing the barrel so that it's staying through the flight of this ball that's on the outer third of the plate. I think this is a drill that will help your hands take the more precise, more short, direct path to and through the baseball. Okay, bud? I wish you all the luck in the world, and thanks for coming to our camp.